summer review packet for Calculus AB and BC for Stratford High School. We're on problem 10, and the instructions for this problem are to use synthetic division to state all the factors and the roots of this problem here. And I got the idea when I was reading through the packet that you are not supposed to use your graphing calculator unless you absolutely need it. So we do not necessarily want to graph this to find our roots. Instead, I think we should try using some theories about how to figure out what the roots of a problem might be. And for that, it's a three-step process. The first step is to list out the factors of the constant number, whatever that is. So it would be 6, and that would be, well, it would be -6. So you could have 1 times 6, or you could have 2 times 3. And you want to consider that you can use positives and negatives for all those. So you could also have -1, -6, and -2, and -3. And they would all be mixed, but you're only going to use one at a time, so we're not going to worry about mixing it up. And then you also want to state the factors of the leading coefficient here, which is just 1. So thank God that's just 1 and 1. But if it was different numbers, then it would be different numbers. And then what you want to do is you want to take one factor from this category over here and one factor from this category over here and divide them to see if that's a possible root. And if this had more than just 1, you know, you'd use all the different combinations you could think of. So you just basically want to take a combination and run with it and try some synthetic division. So let's just take, let's just start out real easy. Let's just try 1 with 1. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. And put that in our box for synthetic division. And then do our little coefficients here. And let's just see if this comes out. If I can get it to 0 out at the very end, then it's a root. If not, then I erase my work and try a different root. Okay, so bring the 1 straight down. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. -6 plus 6 is 0. So in fact, 1 was a root of this problem. If it had not been, I would have, like I said, just erased my work and started over. But since it was a root, now let's take this here. The last number is your remainder. The next one is your constant number. This is x. This is x squared, so this represents 1x squared plus 5x plus 6. And we want to factor that to figure out the rest of the factors of the problem. So what adds to 5 and multiplies to 6? Let's go with, it's either 1 and 6 or it's 2 and 3. I'm thinking 2 and 3. So x plus 2, x plus 3. Then we also want to bring back in this root here. Remember, when it's in its factored form, it's the opposite sign, so x minus 1. So these are our factors. If you read the instructions carefully, it also wants to know the roots. So the roots are just basically the factors with flipped signs. So the roots are -1, the roots are +1, sorry. +1, -2, and -3. There you go. All done with problem 10. Remember, if you feel like you need some tutoring to get you through this summer review packet, you can contact me. My contact information is at the end of the video and also in the description down below. Thanks, guys.